Greetings, mutual mortals! Got something a little bit different for you all today. Lately, I've been thinking about some video game related dreams I've had, and how silly and interesting they were looking back. So I thought it'd be a fun video idea to share some of them with all of you. I chose 4 that I thought were the most intriguing and or silly. The ones I can currently remember anyway. Now, according to studies, it's stated that we could only remember a small fraction of our dreams. So sorry if I can't get the details down exact, but I hope you all have a good laugh listening to these. Anyway, let's begin! Dream number 1. I think I had this one in 2018? I'm not 100% sure though. This one is more on the intriguing side. It was a dream about Pokemon Mystery Dungeon Explorers of Sky. Great game by the by. I should probably review it sometime. Anyway, it was about my character, Anubis the Riolu, and my partner, Koban the Meowth, finding a little girl, a human little girl, washed up on the beach. Which is interesting because humans are mentioned from time to time in the Mystery Dungeon games, but I don't think they ever make an actual appearance. I believe they do in the manga adaptations though. Back to the dream. Anubis, Koban, and the members of Wigglytuff's guild were trying to help the little girl return home. But it became a bit problematic because all the Pokemon could understand what the girl was saying, but she couldn't understand what most of the Pokemon were saying. The only one that could somewhat talk to the girl was Chatter, which, looking back, makes a lot of sense since parrots can imitate human speech.
Do you love me?
Fuck off.
Apparently, he knew some things about human language, so he ended up being everyone's translator for the situation. I wish I could tell you more about that dream, but that's all I can remember from it. I still think about it from time to time, if that means anything. Dream number 2. I had this one around 2 years ago. It was a dream about a game that doesn't actually exist. It was some kind of battle royale that Nintendo made? Well, it had Nintendo characters anyway. And the game's map was the street I live in, because of course it was. It had a bunch of strange choices for characters. I only seem to remember 2 of them. One was Tingle from the Legend of Zelda series, and his weapon was a glass display on wheels that shot out donuts? Okay. And the other character was... okay, get ready for this one. It was a Goomba on a revolving chair that had the ability to jump and stop facing to the ground. I honest to God wish I were making this stuff up, but no! I remember seeing it, that's the worst part. There was some other stuff in that dream too, but I can't seem to remember the rest, sadly. Dream number 3. I had this one last year. In this dream, I wasn't even myself. For some reason, I was Kamen Rider Decade. Or it was in the perspective of Decade? I don't know why, it just was. And yes, I am a fan of Tokusatsu. For those not in the know, and I'm assuming that's most of you watching this video, Kamen Rider Decade is an anniversary season for Phase 1 of Kamen Rider's Heisei era. Decade himself has the ability to transform and use techniques of Kamen Riders from past seasons, thanks to his Deca Driver and these Rider cards. Well, technically this is the Neo Deca Driver, an upgraded one he got in Zio, but you get the idea. I don't recommend watching it as your first season though, it has issues. Back to my dream, and here comes the gaming related and funny part. I was using the Deca Driver to transform, but I didn't put Rider cards into it, oh no. Instead, I put Animal Crossing Amiibo cards into it. I wish I could describe these without laughing, but... I didn't transform into the characters themselves though, just gained armor and abilities similar to that character. I recall using 3 cards, Katie's, Kitty's, and I think I may have used Kimono Isabel? Not entirely sure on that one. Kitty's amiibo card I don't even actually own. I most likely use it as a joke since I have a friend that goes by the nickname Kitty, and me and some other friends compare her to this villager a lot because of it. Dream number 4. I also had this one last year. This dream took place in the high school I used to go to. It was an alternate reality past dream. Don't you just love those? It was the end of the school day, so I was getting ready to go home. But as I was walking to my phone because I needed to pick up something from there, several people were laughing at me and I didn't know why, until I looked at what I was wearing. Turns out I was wearing a beach top and skirt. I don't know why, it was never elaborated on. But I thought it was cute, so I didn't really mind. At my form, I was given a letter by the school's postman, because apparently those exist. Oh, by the by, wanna know who the postman was? It was Arlo, that puppet from that YouTube channel. Just imagine him in a postman outfit, that's what he looks like. I recall him also telling me to have a great weekend. What a nice guy! Anyway, the letter was from one of my teachers. And if this were a normal dream, it would have been one of the teachers I actually had. But no. Apparently, Illuminata from Room Factory 4 was one of my teachers! I'm not even gonna bother questioning it. I'll probably end up with more questions than answers. The letter said that apparently she found my Steam account. Don't know how, she must have used those great detective skills of hers. And she noticed that I had Gurubin, A Monstrous Adventure in my Steam library. And how she doesn't play much video games, but Gurubin is a game that she played and loved as a little girl. She also noted down Gurubin's game ID. Obsessive much? The letter also said that Illuminata wanted to meet up with me outside of school so that we could chat and potentially become friends? I don't think teachers are allowed to do that, but okay. Unfortunately, that's where it ends. I woke up shortly after that moment. Probably because I realized how ridiculous it all was and didn't want to be a part of it anymore. So, yeah, those were some dreams I had. I hope you all found them interesting, or gave you a good laugh with how ridiculous they were. They certainly gave me one. Have you ever had any funny or intriguing video game related dreams that you want to share? Please tell me in the comments, I'd love to hear them. Hopefully, I'll have a review ready for you all next time. So thank you for watching, be good, and stay healthy, fellow mortals! I wonder if these dreams are an indication of how kooky I am. Ugh.